Hi to those of you joining. It's ever so windy here. I doubt you can hear me. There's a train in the distance coming into Great Yarmouth. Good morning, Bob by the water. How are you? There are two cruisers on Breydon. One is going towards Breydon Way and the other is coming this way. So we will see it eventually when it gets here. Loud and clear, fantastic. Must be a really good microphone, this iPhone. So I'm actually right beside Breydon Bridge and it's incredibly windy. I've got some little egrets straight ahead of me. I don't know if you can see those. I tried to point to these things, but I don't think I'll even be able to see them. Bob says he's well, thank you. And how am I? I'm good, thank you. Very good. Perhaps people can see the train coming into Great Yarmouth now, followed by a bus, a double-decker bus. There was some sort of baton relay going down the Acle Strait a little while ago. Gosh, I'm struggling to hold my phone, it's so windy. I came here in a different car today, so of course all my photography stuff is in my car. What a nightmare, never mind. Oyster camera in front of me, just gone out of view. Bob says, hope the weather improves, only 4 weeks till I'll be up there. Gosh, not long now, it'll soon be here. Ah, the red one. Red what, Bob? Oh, the oyster catcher's out again. Look, you can see it. It's just gone up there into the purple flowers. Can you see it? Let's have a look at these cruisers. Well, I can only see one cruiser now, and that's the one heading towards Breydon Way. Where's the other one that was heading this way? That's strange. Must be the Bermuda Triangle over there. David says, hi Lisa, good morning. Good morning, David and Vicky. Hope you're both well. As you can see, I'm at Breydon Water, David. It's very windy. I'm struggling to hold my phone. I came here in a different car and all my photography stuff is at home in my car. Never mind. So can you see the cruiser? Because I can't through my phone. I'm trying to go by the posts. It's too far away for me to see through my phone because I can't zoom in. Not when you're live. I find myself watching lives now. I never used to. It's great. I've been to Venice. I've been to the Philippines. It's wonderful. Travelled the world. I can see the cruiser. The cruiser is just... So yesterday it was scorching hot and it was hot standing on the sand. Today it's like autumn. It's very windy. It's not, I wouldn't say it's cold, it's just windy. more cruisers would have been crossing. I didn't check what time low water was prior to getting here, but we know it's in the morning around this time, when it's this time of year. Heading straight for us, look. Wonder at first about doing a live at the harbour in Great Yarmouth, but I thought perhaps being Saturday there wouldn't be as many. David says Vicky's okay, there's not much wind where he is, the poplar trees out the back aren't moving very much. Well, you're very lucky because it's extremely breezy here. Gone through the bridge or under the bridge. I always say through the bridge and people correct me and say it's under the bridge. It's still not arrived. The other side. There it is. That took him a long while to go that short distance, didn't it? Did you enjoy being at the beach yesterday when it was very hot? I wonder if he's going so slow because of the water and the wind. When the sun, now you're definitely not going to see this because it's so far away. I'll try. When the sun shines opposite on the other side of Breydon water, 1, 2, 3 posts. So I'm looking roughly the sun is shining on it now, and when I just see it out the corner of my eye from here it looks like it's a cruiser, but it isn't. It's the sandy beach on the opposite side of Breydon water. There's a few sandy beaches over there, but just as I glance around everywhere, I see that if the sun's shining, like the sun shining on the cruiser way down there, but I don't know if you can see that cruiser. So yeah, if you just catch it at the corner of my eye, it looks like a cruiser on its side. It must be windy because all the little egrets are stood in the bank, sheltered from the wind. Some others over there just where that bird flew past. I tried to go in the bird hide, but it seems to be permanently locked now. Does anybody know why? If you do, let me know in the comments. Martin says that the sun is trying to break through. It is, Martin. It's trying really hard. Look at those clouds, grey. But where are all the cruisers? Why is nobody crossing? Is it because it's so windy? Has Breydon been shut? Oh, that gull's got something to eat in its mouth. It just landed. Probably a fish. Let's see if I can show you around the other way. It might be wobbly footage, but you're used to that. So on the opposite side of the water is Cobb, where those cranes are. Hello, somebody just walking past. Yeah, so it's Cobham over there. And then you may just be able to see to the right of Haven Bridge House, which is that white tall building. There's a blue bridge, and that's Haven Bridge. David says it's nice and sunny where he is in North Lincolnshire. I'm sure the sun will come out later. It looks like in the distance we might have another cruiser coming towards us. It is a cruiser. When it's so far away, it's hard to tell. I think it is. Not quite sure what's going on beside me. I don't think there's anybody in the bridge today up there. That's like a that's where they monitor, well, the opening of the bridge and shutting of the bridge, obviously, but what happens on Breydon Water they kind of keep an eye on. Now the cruiser ahead has turned slightly. I can see that it's still the original one. I thought it was a different one coming this way, but it isn't. So if you want to walk from here past the bird hide, you can walk on the perimeter of Breydon Water. Oh, there's another train coming. Can you see the train? And you can walk all the way around Breydon Water to Burney Arms. Well, you can walk all the way to Reedham. It's 5 miles to Burney Arms. And then obviously you got the 5 miles back. Here comes the train, rather fast. And there's a mill just behind it. Okay, so the sun is shining on the opposite side of Breydon Water. And you'd walk all the way along. And then right down colour that cruiser is, if you can see it on your screens. You have to keep walking. It's right round opposite Borough Castle, which is the Roman place. Dennis says, morning Lisa, just came in from the garden and noticed you were live. No breaking up this morning. I had to abandon you yesterday and watch you later. So glad you are live this morning. Janice and Dennis, thank you both for watching and joining us. People are gone. Oh look, we've got another cruiser. Might be going to moor on that temporary mooring. I don't know who got the biggest shock, the people who arrived and saw me sat here, or me when I turned round and they just suddenly appeared. Oh, we've got a siren coming now. Sorry about the noise. It's going to go over Breydon Bridge. There's an awful lot of smoke just going up over there. Let's see if I can show you where. I don't know, you might be able to see it. Can you see? It's there. Can you see that smoke? There's lots of it. There are some farms and buildings over that side of Cobham, because that goes right over there. So it might be that, or it might be further along at Borough Castle, Bradwell way. That siren might even have been going there, we don't know, do we? There's the cruiser. You can just see it under the bridge. Wonder if they know they're live to the whole world. I forget that when I do my mad antics, like standing in the on the beach or in the water, and I forget that it's going live to the whole world. I really must not be so daft. Dennis says, very windy, isn't it? I take it it's low water. Yes, it is low water, and it's extremely windy today. Extremely windy. When you think how lovely yesterday was, and I took you all to the beach with me, and now it's like this today. I hope the wind dies down. I plan to have a barbecue this evening. Stuart says, watching from Burgess Hill, Sussex. Thanks for the live stream. How lucky you are to be there now. Not much wind on the south coast. Thank you, Stuart, for joining us. It is lovely. I do like where I live. I do feel lucky to live in this area. You're lucky that you haven't got the wind where you are, so it's definitely the time for cruisers. Look, we have another one. I remember when I crossed here with Julie, Brad and Dallas, and it happened to be the day the lifeboat was doing an exercise. So we literally just got onto this, well, probably about where that cruiser is now. And I was sitting at the back of the cruiser filming, and the lifeboat just appeared alongside me. I thought, oh my goodness, this is wonderful. Great for filming. If you're out filming, that's what you want, the lifeboat to suddenly appear alongside you, isn't it? So if you want to watch that video of me crossing Breydon Water, go to my playlists, and it's in the Great Yarmouth one. Great Yarmouth playlist. Let's see if we can see them underneath. You can just see them. I did look at the yacht station as I came into Yarmouth, and there was only 2 boats, and they were facing towards Stokesby way. I think that says Tamar Bridge, I think, but I'm a long way away. Well, not a long way away. A long way away when you haven't got your distance glasses. Dennis says those cruisers can't be Saturday boats, can they? We think it's too early for the boatyards. No, they're not Saturday. Richardson's have boats go out every day of the week except Wednesdays. I think the days where boats just went out on a Saturday or just went out on a Friday, I think they're long gone. You can start your holiday, you can start your holiday any day you like now. David says, sorry Lisa, I have to leave to get my morning paper. You've got to read your newspapers online, David. Newspapers are yesterday's news. If you read your papers online, you get today's news. Have a good day, David and Vicky. Stephen says, good morning, Lisa. Hope you're well. I remember your Breydon Water video. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We've had 3 cruisers go past so far, and it's hard to tell in the distance what is coming this way. It looks like there is one, but then it's probably just the sun shining on something on the other side of Breydon Water. David says, I am a yesterday person. Oh, look. David, you can't go now, look. All the cruisers are coming. Well, 2. That makes us up to 5. Almost doubled the numbers. Hello to those of you just joining. I'm at Breydon Water, which is in Great Yarmouth and the east of England. David says, must be slack water. Yes, it is. So that structure down there on the right is a bird hide, which I used to film from in winter. It's a great place for winter. And to see the little egrets here and the oyster catchers and all the other birds shell duck. I can't think what else off the top of my head, but over there on the water they will be wading out. Godwits. But they've locked the bird hide. I can't get in. It's not good, is it? Fancy locking me out. Normally I tell you what names are on the cruises. I can't read the names. I need an eye test. Don't worry, I've got an eye test next Saturday. Next Saturday? No, this Thursday. Stephen says I like to read a paper too. Well, I used to love going and getting all the papers, especially on Sunday, and sitting and reading. But now everything's online. It's so much easier. And you get today's news rather than yesterday's news, which I like. See, I don't watch TV, I don't watch films, but I do like news. I like to know what's going on around me. And I've made my children the same. I didn't mean to intentionally, but suddenly one of them would text me, "Mum, have you seen such and such has happened?" I think it's great that they, are interested in what's on around them. But they do watch TV and they do watch films, etc., etc. I'd rather be out doing this. I'd rather be out filming. So how many cruises are on Breydon Water? 4 that I can see, and there was that 5th one that went through when I first got here. You see, it looks in the distance like there's 1, 2, 3. It looks like there's 4 cruises heading this way, but I don't know if it is or not. We'll find out in time. Sally says, "Good morning, Lisa. Nice to hear you. Hear your cheery voice today. Shame about the wind, but it's a lovely view of Breydon." It is very windy, Sally. Thank you for joining us. Stephen says, "Been over that bridge many times. Nice to see it from a different angle." I'd like to go in that lookout place and film from there. Wouldn't that be amazing from up there? Oh, look. They know we're here. The cruisers are definitely coming through now. They all want to be shown around the world, I reckon. Were you all with me yesterday when I went paddling in the sea? And it was fine for a while until a big wave came and I got wet. Luckily, it was a very hot day, so my skirt soon dried. The train that arrived a little while ago is now on its way out. I said earlier that you can walk all the way from here to Burney Arms and onto Breydon if you wish. So you would start over there, or where I'm sat really, and you'd walk all the way along on that perimeter bank that you can see, all the way over there. And it's 5 miles to Burney Arms and another 5 miles onto Breydon, or 5 miles back again. Or there are 3 buses, I wish there were buses, 3 trains a day that go past Burney Arms. But if you miss it, you're snookered. You've got the 5 mile walk. thought another cruiser was coming. Oh, yes, it is. It's there. There are several boats out there. Excuse me. Yeah, there's several boats. Look, I don't know how far you can see. Dennis says, you missed my last question, asking what number video or name you're filming in the snow. Being through your history, couldn't find it. Well, it was Martham, so it would be in the Martham playlist. I think I've been doing playlists for about 2 years, and I'm sure that was in the lockdown, so it should be in the Martham playlist. I also filmed in the Smee at Martham when it was snowing, and it was that same particular day, I seem to recall. I was then walking back and it started snowing in the Smee. So you could try putting in Smee in the title, in the Martham one, SMEE, which simply means a piece of land set for nature for the people of the village. That's my understanding of the word Smee. No more coming, sneaking up behind us. Right, let's see how many I can count on Breydon Water. I make it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8. And there is a cruiser heading towards us. It is there. 1, 2, 3. There's 2 heading towards us, and 2, 4, 5 away from us. All these little channels that you can see here, I suppose it's a salt marsh, isn't it? They all fill up with water when the tide is in. Yes, Dennis says, I also noticed you only filmed for several minutes when you first started out on YouTube. That's absolutely right. I was hopeless when I first started doing it. It's not easy, you know. It took me a long while. I'd never speak in my videos, and I used to make them only about 2 minutes, 3 minutes long, because I thought nobody would want to watch them. And then Francis, who I don't think is in here, Francis has watched my channel for a while, and he messaged me in one day and he said, really, you need to speak in your videos and make them a bit longer. And I said, why? He said, well, if you speak in them, it makes them your own. And if you make them longer, because people want to watch them. So I first spoke only about 2.5 years ago, and it was either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and I wished everybody a happy Christmas, and I was at Philby. It's funny how you can remember where you are when you do certain films or whatever. So yeah, I haven't been speaking long, and my videos are long, especially these live ones. Yesterday's was almost 2 hours on the beach, and then I went off the beach and everybody disappeared. So here are the two boats that have headed towards us. And there's nothing behind as yet. That one's going quite fast, or seems to be going fast. There is no speed limit on Breydon water, so at the weekend on a nice sunny day, you get all the boats at high speed coming across Breydon water, and it looks absolutely spectacular when they do. Dennis says your voice is very intermittent with the wind. Well, that's going to happen, I'm afraid. There's not a lot I can do. That's just what it is. There's another cruiser coming towards us. And there's one coming from the other way now as well. I'm in the shade and Breydon water's actually in the sun. I might be, if you look on these marshes here, do you see the purple flowers? They're all very dull, aren't they? Because the sun isn't shining on those. We'll get to the water and the sun's shining. So we've got two cruisers coming this way. We've got this one. It's got a good spray of water up the front then. I do think it might have been busier than this. I do like it when the high-powered boats go across. Thank you to those of you who've just joined. I'm at Breydon Water. We're watching the cruisers cross, and we're in the east of England in Great Yarmouth. It's extremely windy today, so how easy it is for the cruisers to get over the water, I'm not sure. This looks like it might be a private one coming through next. Stephen says they're all reading the paper. For those of you who just joined, David earlier said he had to go and buy his paper, so I said, don't buy a paper, read it online. A paper's yesterday's news, whereas online it's today's news. Stuart asks, are there waves on the water? Well, the tide's going out and it's very windy. It doesn't really look as though there's waves as such, no. Sometimes there are though, and you look and you think, oh my goodness. That's lovely with the sun shining on it, isn't it? To the right hand side here to try and make it more obvious that the cruisers are not meant to go over there. Bright and sunny. There is blue sky, but look, grey clouds too. There's another cruiser coming. I just got a notification saying my battery was low, so I'm fudging about in my bag, one-handed, trying to find the battery charger. I've been here chatting with all of you live. My husband went in and did some shopping and he's now appeared. So I probably ought to think about going soon. I think we'll just watch this one and then I'm going to go, okay? Can we spin round quickly and see the oyster catcher? Oh, my hand's in the way, sorry. Don't think we saw the oyster catcher. Got a little pigeon down there. Come to say hello. Dennis says, because of the wind, I'm going to watch England versus Australia. Watch you later. On mute. Bye, Lisa. Have a nice day. Thank you, Dennis. Have a good day. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do about the noise of the wind. Stuart says, hope he managed to get his Heinz tomato sauce. Oh yes, it's Asda. Sure they have it, not like Tesco this morning. Oh dear. No. Just some salad, coleslaw and potato salad for a barbecue later today. And then tomorrow it's Martham Carnival today and tomorrow. But it's to the parade tomorrow, and so my daughter's got some friends coming over and they're all going off to the carnival. So I said I would do them some food in the garden. Just like a little picnic afternoon tea type of thing. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen says, I would rather watch you than the football. Nothing you can do about the wind, you're live. Exactly. Yeah. That's the thing, when you make a video, you can take out all the noise and put music over it. Or, you know, just speak. You can't do that when you're live. Stuart says, yummy, hope you have a fantastic time. Thank you. But this is why it's windy and dull and overcast, because I decided to have a barbecue. Stuart says, same, Stephen, I agree. Thank you, Stuart. Stephen says, that sounds yummy. Hopefully I won't send them all home with food poisoning. There is a cruise ahead. There's two cruises heading this way. Stuart's laughing because I said hopefully I won't send them all home with food poisoning. Right, well, I think I'm going to head back to the car now, if that's okay with all of you. Thank you all for joining me. And I know it's windy and says thanks again. You're very welcome. Stephen says he's sure I won't send them home with food poisoning. No, I won't. I won't at all. Cool, this cruise is going rather fast. Stephen says catch you on the next one. Bye, Stephen. So thank you again, everybody. I don't know when I'll next be live. I do have a video for tomorrow, and tomorrow's video you might want to watch because it's from London Bridge, again in the wind, and the wind sends a cruiser